New high-tech equipment pops up along a southern Arizona highway, and along with it, questions about what it does, who owns it, and is it safe? Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm Guy Ashley. Back in January, we told you about plans to place cameras on I-19 near the Tubac Border Patrol checkpoint.
We did, and at the time, Not on Your Side went digging. We couldn't find a state or federal agency that would take ownership or answer our questions. Now, the cameras are up and presumably running. Viewers are again raising questions about what they do, who owns them, and where can they send their complaints? Not on Your Side's Kevin Keene investigates one woman's concerns.
Janet Bursick was heading down this stretch of I-19 at night when
all of a sudden there's these bright lights that suddenly they blind you, literally. It's a very great shock to the system.
Bursick wondered, what was that? Daylight reveals an elaborate array of lights, cameras, and other equipment recently installed along southbound lanes near the northbound Border Patrol checkpoint. Border Patrol told 9 on Your Side the technology near Tubac belongs to the Drug Enforcement Administration. That federal agency told us, quote, "I'm sorry, but the DEA doesn't discuss our investigative techniques or methods. Doing so could potentially compromise ongoing investigations and threaten the safety of our agents and the public. Disclosing our techniques can also give drug traffickers an upper hand and increase the ability for criminals to adapt to law enforcement tactics and methods."
The DEA wouldn't tell us what these devices are for, but visible from the side of the highway, on the back of this one, you can see it says RLPR.
That probably stands for Rear License Plate Reader. Other devices are labeled Front POV for Point of View and Driver POV. Bursick would like to know more, like why the cameras are watching traffic on the way toward Mexico.
I think we have a right to know what the purpose is. I don't care, all of the little machinations that go along, any different than with the Border Patrol, because they have a job to do. But I think we should at least know why that's there and what its purpose is.
And the lights at night?
And that to me is a very dangerous kind of thing, with a bright light suddenly coming at you and hitting you in the face. I would like to have seen a warning sign.
DEA would say its equipment meets all ADOT and federal highway standards.
If you knew of what government agency, what department to direct your complaint to, would you make that complaint?
Oh, yes, I would. I would make the complaint. I'd write a formal letter and let them know, because we have a right to know.
Now, we asked the DEA where drivers like Janet should direct their complaints. A spokeswoman said she would pass on our viewer's complaint, but Janet would like to file one herself, so we'll continue looking for a way for her to do that.
Strange. And we still don't know what information these cameras collect and or how it's used, right?
And who uses them, as well as how many tax dollars they cost, but we'll continue looking for answers.
And interesting what happened in the nighttime video that you had.
Yes.
What the lights did when our cameras.
Yeah, that you could see some kind of a strobing going up and below the light, but that isn't something that your eye sees. That's something that just was the way the lights worked with our camera.
Interesting, Kevin. Thanks so much. I know a lot of people are interested in this. And, we did this story because of one of you, our Not on Your Side viewers. You asked us to look into it. If there's something you would like us to get involved with, all you have to do is ask, and we'll investigate. Just send an email to KGUN9news@kgun9.com, or you can go to our Facebook page.